What's going on, everybody? I'll come here with a playthrough guide for my favorite SNK Neo Geo shoot 'em up, Last Resort. This is going to be a guide on how to beat the first loop of the game. I'm going to be using footage from my best playthrough on the Arcade Archives version of the game. This is going to be a one-all, no-miss clear of the game. No save states. I'm not going to stop in between, so just try your best to keep up with everything. So I'm going to be moving very, very fast. So take notes as best you can. I will timestamp the stages in the description and comment section. So hopefully that'll help out as well. So yeah, sit back, relax, take notes, and here we go. Let this intro rock real quick. Alright, so if you're playing on emulation or the Arcade Archives, I highly suggest that you go to your button settings and make sure you have rapid fire set to on, and make sure you have a manual fire button separately. So you're going to want a rapid fire button and a manual fire button. The reason why you're going to want a manual fire button is because just like R-Type, this game has a force pod mechanic that you can charge and shoot, and you can't charge it with turbo. So make sure you have a manual fire button so you can charge your force pod. So that's tip number one. You don't have to do it, but I highly recommend it, especially if you want a smoother gameplay experience. And real quick, I'm going to explain the way the force pod works in this game. It works very similar to R-Type. So it goes in the front and the back of your ship. But in this game, the force pod, by default, orbits your ship entirely. And you can also lock it in place anywhere around your ship. So the pod shoots in the opposite direction your ship is moving. So if you're moving forward, the pod shoots behind you. If you're moving backwards, the pod shoots in front of you. If you move up, it shoots down. You go down, it shoots up. You guys get it. So real quick, we're just going to mainly focus on grabbing our weapons. So we're going to take care of some of these enemies. There's going to be a fleet up top that's going to drop the laser. We're going to grab the laser and immediately go to the top left of the screen, shooting diagonally, because the top and the bottom enemies drop two weapons. So grab those, charge your force pod, and do some micro charges as well to take out this mech, this flying mech. And then you can just block the grenades and keep shooting. No big deal, pretty easy. Now there's going to be these floating enemies. We're going to go to the bottom left of the screen with our force pod shooting upwards. This is a safe spot. You don't have to worry about taking any damage. It takes all of them out, and it also takes out the cars on the bottom, which is pretty cool. The cars that drive by, they do give you points. So every point goes a long way, so you can get those extra lives. So that weapon we just skipped, that's the recommended weapon. We don't need it. I like the laser much more powerful. So you want the orb to be diagonally under your ship like this, and then you're gonna go on the top left of the screen with your pod shooting down. So this is a safe way to take all those spawning enemies out. There's gonna be one more little wave, and after that, try to move your ship forward and deal with these guys. Don't get too close, but you want to be close enough because there's going to be a tank that you're going to want to take out. So you're going to go on the bottom of the screen and pepper them with micro orb shots along with your laser. And then we can just hover above them and finish them off. So there's going to be an enemy coming above. Our force pod takes them out. Grab that laser. Put the orb behind us, take this enemy out, and that's pretty much it. Pretty easy. It's gonna be hard the first time for you guys, but practice makes perfect. So there's gonna be another flying mech. Same thing. Micro charges, take them out, and then block the green grenades coming your way. And that's pretty much it. So here comes the first boss. Now we're gonna put the orb diagonally above us, facing to the right, and we're gonna go to the bottom part of that crater and move slightly to the right hit them with a full charge. And just like that, hit them with a full charge and then do 3 micro charges. So it shouldn't take more than 4 shots of the force pot to take them out. Alright, so stage 2 begins with a fleet of enemies in front of you. So take your force pot, put it under your ship, lock it, and shoot diagonally downwards to the right. Take this tower out as well. And I would do this next part unlocked. So unlock right here. Your force pot, make sure that it's unlocked right here to take these clitoris snake worm things. And you're going to want to hover your pod over the weak spot of the worm, moving away from it slightly and hitting with charge shots as best you can. So there's going to be a couple of those worm things. So I'll take this chance to explain real quick how the weapon system works in this game. This game has blue versions of weapons and red versions of weapons. I highly recommend that you stick to the red version of the weapon. The reason being is because it improves your force pod. So when you shoot your force pod on platforms, it'll plow across the platform, taking out all the enemies. Whereas the blue ones just bounce off of the platform, so you don't want that. Make sure that you always have the red version of the weapons. So we just grabbed the grenade weapon, the red version. So this next part is going to be kind of tough. So you're going to want to put the force pod either above you or below you, diagonally if you're able to, and make sure that it's unlocked. The reason why you want it unlocked is because you're going to want to switch from down to up. So you're going to want to take out the enemies below you, and you're going to want to take out the enemies above you. Getting an early start in this part is key because you don't want too many bullets to accumulate. So stay unlocked and go down to get the force pod to go up, and then shoot up, and then go up to get the force pod to go down and shoot down, blocking the bullets along the way. And once you clear enough of the space with the bullets, you should be able to squeeze through. So right here, I recommend having your pod unlocked. This part is pretty simple. We're going to be approaching the boss in a second. I would prioritize taking out these tanks, both above and below you. Take them out. Just kind of hang back. This game has a bit of a slowdown, but it actually works in your favor. So just take advantage of the slowdown, I guess. So here we go. We got the boss coming up. Very easy boss. I recommend having the missiles for this boss fight. If you have the laser, even better. But yeah, just hang all the way back. Stay all the way back. Have your force pot in front of you, locked in, and just tap up and down to block those little green grenades. And hit the weak spot with micro shots if you're able to. And that's pretty much it. Just dodge those green little lasers. If you're, just dodge like that. Just see how I'm kind of slightly just staying away from the green lasers. And just repeat this process over and over, and the boss should be done. Pretty simple. Alright, so stage 3 begins with this submarine ship. We're going to want to put our force pod underneath us, locking it in place. And we're going to hit it with micro charge shots. So right here, it's going to spawn up, shooting missiles. Start peppering it with micro charge shots as soon as possible, because there's gun turrets that's going to fill up the screen with bullets. So you want to get a little momentum here. Don't rush it though. So take your time here. Avoid the bullets. The slowdown actually helps here. So stay kind of up top and start peppering the middle part of the ship. Be careful with those drones. These little droids pop out of the middle part. They do kill you if you're too close. So stay above. Take out the ship with micro charge shots, and take out the gun turrets. If there's a lot of bullets coming to the right, you can start taking out some of those gun turrets. And when the ship is pretty much done, be careful, because it does shoot some missiles at you at the last minute as a little surprise attack. So block those as well. Next, we're going to grab the red version of the grenade launcher. Grab it and put the force pod underneath us, diagonally to the right. And we're going to go to the top left of the screen and take out these spawning enemies, along with the tank on the bottom right. So take these enemies out. Take the tank out on the bottom right. There's going to be one more wave of these little spawning enemies. Take them out. And that's pretty much it. We're going to leave the force pot the way it is. We're not going to unlock here. We're going to stay low to the ground and start doing micro charge shots, taking out all the enemies. take out the tanks, and also take out those little drone things. Just take them out before they fly, because once they start flying, they start shooting bullets everywhere. And you don't want that. You want to take them out as soon as you can. So grab some of those speed items to increase the speed of your ship, because we're gonna want to be fast with this next part. So stay low, grab the speed boost, and it's gonna be a tank. When you take out that tank, immediately unlock and put the pod behind you and take this little flying enemy out, because we're gonna have to deal with a tough enemy right now. So grab the red version or blue. Well, it doesn't matter what version of the weapon you grab. Just grab the missiles here. And this enemy shoots homing lasers, so you're gonna want to go all the way back and go in the direct. See if the droid is below, go all the way to the back and go below as well, and then bait it to shoot at you, and then go all the way up since the top is clear. See how I'm going all the way up? And if the drone goes all the way up, go all the way up with it to the back, and then get it to shoot at you, and then go down to avoid it. So this part takes practice, but you should get it with time. All right, so here comes the boss. The boss, kind of a tough boss, but if you follow these tips, you should take him out. So take your force pot, put it in front of you, and then the kneecap is the weak spot for this first phase. Go to the kneecap, or go below the kneecap to avoid that fireball above us. There's gonna be a fireball that shoots, and if you're low enough, it should go over you. So be careful with the missiles up top as well. So block the oncoming shots with the force pot below. It'll do it for you. Then when this little enemy spawns in, back away and take it out with a micro charge shot. And then when this first phase is done, immediately pull back, because there's going to be these missiles that launch. And then we're going to focus on the head of this boss. Start hovering over it. And be careful with those flying missiles. There's going to be missiles that goes upwards. See those missiles that goes up? So when you see the little burst shot from the bottom, go over the head to avoid those missiles, and then go right back in. As soon as those missiles are done from the screen, you should be good. And that's pretty much it. All right, so stage 4, I'm going to show you a really cool trick here. So we're going to take our force pod, put it above us, and lock it in place. All right, right above us, lock it in place, and then you're going to tap up, hugging the top wall. You're going to tap, get as close as possible, and what this is going to do is going to put our force pod in the center inside of the ship, and what this does, it's going to increase your defensive hitbox. So it'll block all bullets coming from the front, the back, the middle, so you can block everything. You don't have to worry about anything at all dealing with this whole first section. So we can just cruise on by this whole section. And this part is a nightmare. So if you guys are having trouble with this part, try using this method. It does require practice. You might get it fast, you might not. But yeah, just just practice. Once you get good at learning the hitbox to the ship, it should be pretty easy. So we're going to dismount in just a second, because there's going to be a orb that we're going to take out. It's going to have these gun turrets shooting lasers. So dismount right here. Put the force pot in front of us, lock it in, and start taking out these turrets, these gun turrets, because they shoot lasers. And once that's destroyed, we're going to make our way to the top, avoiding the pillars and avoiding the drills on the bottom. We're going to start making our way to the bottom, though. Right here, we're going to tap carefully and go to the bottom platform here. You're going to want to go to the bottom platform to avoid the pillars coming from the top. And then there's going to be another one of those orb enemies. Again, take out the gun turrets to minimize the lasers, and then just take it out. And right here is going to be these little slabs, platform things. Once you get the rhythm of the direction, just line your ship up correctly and just try to fly on through as fast as possible. And then here you're going to want to go up and down and shoot as much enemies as possible, because they drop these little red spores, and those little red spores shoot bullets. You'll see in a second. See right there, the little red spores? Take those things out. We're going to stick with the laser for a bit. The recommended weapon, though, is the grenade launcher, but we're going to stick with the laser. So once this part is done, it's going to be these spawning enemies. We're going to deal with them the same way we always have. Go to the top left of the screen with the force pod below you. And then this part can be annoying. So take the force pod, go right to the bottom and hover your force pod over the lens, which is the weak spot, and try to avoid the blast. Hang back for a bit and just avoid being directly under the lenses. You see those little the bubble lens? Avoid being directly below the lenses because that's where the blast is. Take your time here. You don't have to rush it. Just hang back for a bit. But you're gonna want to pick up the lasers for the boss, because I'm gonna show you how to beat this boss very, very easy. So this section is almost done. Now we're gonna be approaching the boss. So there's gonna be 2 weak points to the boss, one in the front, one in the back. The laser actually takes out both parts. So we're gonna take our ship, go all the way to the top right, and then go right to the bottom and go back left, and then go as close as possible in front of the green weak spot, and it's gonna hit the front and the back. And just stay right here. You don't have to do anything. And that's it. Stage 4 complete. Final stage coming up. All right, so immediately we're gonna grab the homing missiles, and we're gonna take out the gun turrets on this bottom part of the mothership. We're also gonna focus on the bottom enemies. Those enemies on the bottom, take them out because they're gonna drop our primary weapon. We're gonna grab the red grenade launching missiles, and we're gonna put the force pot below us, diagonally facing to the right like that. And right here, you're just gonna stay on the bottom, avoiding the fireballs. And once you have room, you immediately go up and start doing microcharge shots on the turrets right here. So there's gonna be these laser turrets. Don't be afraid. The lasers actually come at you very slow. It looks like they're gonna come at you fast, but they're actually pretty slow. So just micro dodges, tap up and down. You don't have to do a lot of movement. Don't freak out. And then we're gonna take our force pot, put it right behind us, because we are going to go inside of the mothership. So let's back in this little Cadillac here. And we're gonna take out the gun turrets with the force pot behind us. Once that's done, unlock and put the force pot in front of us, lock it in, and start blocking the bullets. Let the grenade launching missiles take out the gun turrets above and below. And once the gun turrets are out, we're going to unlock and put the force pod diagonally above us. Okay, we're gonna put it diagonally above us like that, and start shooting diagonally above to the right, hitting the weak spot of this the ship. And once it's done, I actually had to move forward a little bit, but you don't have to do this part. You don't have to, but you know, if you want the extra points, take it out. And then once we back out, we're gonna put the force pot right below us again, diagonally on the bottom to the right like that. And we're gonna take out the gun turrets. It's gonna be these missile gun turrets, and there's also gonna be the laser gun turrets. So kind of hang back just a little bit. Be careful. They're gonna start shooting lasers right here. Let the grenade missiles do their thing, and also do micro charge shots when you're able to. Taking it out. And now we're gonna approach this little orb thing right here. Be careful because it shoots bullets, so hang back. So tap back and then tap up. You don't want to crash into it. Just hover the orb over it, and that's it. And then immediately, once you're done with that part, unlock and put the force pod behind you. And once you have space, get past that big ass blast and go right on the bottom of the ship and start taking out these doors. The missiles takes out the doors. And then have your force pot behind you. This is the weak spot of the ship. So the force pot takes out the weak spot, does damage to the weak spot, and then the grenade missiles takes out the door above us. So once you take out the door above us, if you want to take out this missile part right here, you can do that. But I would primarily focus on taking out the weak spot of the ship, getting in as much damage as possible, so you can blow it up and get those sweet points. We're trying to get as much points as possible. All right, so once this is done, we're gonna deal with the asteroid part. I'm gonna share a very important tip for dealing with the asteroid part, because this part can kill you. This part is pretty annoying. So we're gonna put our force pod above us diagonally above us to the right. Lock it in place. And you see where the charge meter is? So we're going to go where the charge meter is. We're going to put our ship where it says POW, the power, the letter POW. We're going to go over the POW on the bottom left of the screen. And pretty much the grenade missiles takes out the enemies above. The force pod does as well. And then have the force pod facing, have the force pod shooting in front of you to take out oncoming enemies. And then there's going to be these spawning enemies. Just stay right here, hang back, bottom left, and that's pretty much it. And then right here, this part can kill you. So I recommend staying on the bottom with your force pod above you, diagonally above you to the right. And then once the lens turns green and starts shooting, you're going to hit it with a charge shot. You don't have to move up. Just stay down. Always stay down, because those things always go up. And then we're going to unlock, put the force pod in front of us, and here comes the final boss. Very, very easy boss. We're just going to hang back, block the missiles, and block the attacks coming from above and below. And the beam that comes at us is going to be an 8-way beam attack. So you're going to tap up the first time, and then we're going to tap down the second time, and then up, and then down. And just like that, the boss is down. You have completed the game. Stage 5 is done. So that's going to be that. This is not the true ending. The true ending is with the second loop. But yeah, this is how you beat Last Resort. This is how you beat it without dying. 1 CC complete. So appreciate you guys watching. Leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you think, and I'll catch you guys next time.